Samantala, ang paggalaw ng Cotabato Trench noong August 1976 na naging sanhi ng 8.1 magnitude na lindol sa Moro Gulf. Naramdaman ang pagyanig ng lupa hanggang Central Visayas. Nagresulta ang pagyanig sa 9 na metro o halos 30 talampakang tsunami. Humambalos ito sa nasa 700 kilometrong coastline sa Sulu Archipelago, Southern Mindanao at Zamboanga Peninsula. Itinuturing ang Moro Gulf earthquake na isa sa pinakamalakas na lindol na tumama sa kapuluan. 8,000 ang naitalang namatay o nawawala, 10,000 ang sugatan at halos 100,000 residente ang nawala ng tirahan noon. Cotabato ang pinaka naapektuhan ng lindol na ito, habang Pagadian City ang matinding nasapul naman ng tsunami.
Sakit dan Bandung survivor na Moro Gulf tsunami pinansarang DBS. Pinaminog sa nakasakoran. Tapos, di napasa dulinog na kumasu baga at rutiman. Tidal wave. Then, na panuso, na taguban sa mga walay. Tapos, nakaluso lang ito sa bundok. Sa palaw? Marami suminatay. Suminatay ruba na lagi 400. Nakatrogay di kayo pagkakaan. Kasi that's supply. Kung kami ba nga pasatugan sa nakatrogay. Kada supply, kali pakanda na nga ka. Dabagdan. Na uli namin din lo. Nakatrugay di kay pakakan, dumako masusupply, na pinanandang kami sa Tugan, tapos inumbarang kami nila sa Manating. Para galaban na namin doon na spirit sa bulan. So kapag nadali mga baladkas ni, nakuma po sa mga kukay ay ningay.
Na pila ka days ka no, ba?
Ang tagal-tagal yun. Ang gaso.
Nakasuot ka no sa months?
Mga andap ko ito na mga 5 months ay kaibo sa palang. Kasi umang ka na blinog. Mga nakalimula na rin kayo buwa ka. Kami pa nang gagalo na kambalay.
Sa 5 months ba to? Upang baka
nakababa kami kasi bangilin din sa umremi yung balay sa tawka. Kakado sa kapado. Kaya nga din nila nung nagbababaan sa tawka. Bangilin pa sa kapado na matwanan. Lumaipon. Sutaw aminatay na binibinilang yan na lagi 400. 490.
Almost 50 years ago, Mindanao faced one of the deadliest tragedies in Philippine history, the 1976 Moro Gulf tsunami. Just after midnight on August 17, a massive magnitude 8.1 earthquake struck the Cotabato Trench. Minutes later, the sea pulled back, then returned as the towering waves, some nearly 9 meters high, slamming into the coast of Lanao del Sur, Cotabato, Sultan Kudarat, Zamboanga del Sur, and Basilan. By sunrise, the destruction was beyond imagination. Entire villages were gone. Between 5,000 to 8,000 people were killed. Over 10,000 were injured, and more than 90,000 were left homeless. Survivors spoke of waking to the roar of water and watching everything they owned disappear into the sea. The tragedy was worsened by the lack of tsunami warning system and weak coastal housing. People had no chance to prepare. As a social worker, this story is more than a historical event. It is a reminder of why we do what we do. Behind every number is a family that grieved, a child who lost their parents, a community that struggled to rise again. Our role is not only to help in rebuilding homes and livelihoods, but also to restore hope, dignity, and connection for those left behind.
warning system. As a result, programs for community-based early warning system were developed, especially in tsunami-prone areas, so that coastal residents could evacuate before waves arrive. The Philippine Institution of Volcanology and Seismology, or the PVOLCS, started producing tsunami hazard maps for vulnerable coastal areas and installed tide gauges to monitor sea levels and detect possible tsunamis. So this allowed better planning and risk reduction measures for at-risk communities.
As a social worker, this change shows the power of tragedy to push society to become better prepared. The 1976 Moro Gulf tsunami taught us that saving lives is not just about responding after a disaster, but building systems that prepare, protect, and educate people before it happens. These policies remind us that community participation is just as important as